It was sponsored, I say. I think let's start. One company. Advertisement, I say. Pad. Oh, is it okay? It's live? All of my 2 minute delay. Okay. I'm live? Fine, fine. Okay. Hello, everyone. A very good evening. And moi apnalokor Ashmita Ba from Sandpaper-Academy. And this is the first live kind of webinar into ami organize korisu from Sandpaper. So yar agot sake ami multiple seminars organize korisu across the state. And eta aru yar agot webinar hoisile, but that was a closed webinar, Zoomot. But then we thought, why not open it out to all the students who require it. Disclaimer: this is strictly for beginners. And by beginners, ami ki mean koru? By beginners, we mean je students who have not appeared for APSC before. Who have not appeared for APSC before. Jodi enukwa hoise ki you are in college, you intend to appear for APSC, or you are a working professional who intends to appear for APSC, but jun beleg kiba dhornor apnaloke, even if you are not in college, but apuni beleg kiba exam or preparation kori asile, but then you want to shift your life towards APSC, then you have come to the right spot. Kintu jodi apni henekwa aspirant hoy jone 2-3 bar you have given APSC or reached to multiple stages of APSC, and then you have come to the seminar, dumb straight koiso, you might find it a little bit boring. So hekane nijor expertise level up tune in kori pelai enjoy the seminar. Okay, so aji seminar to ami disu from campus to commission, because we intend to cover every aspirant's requirement from college ekdam to commission. Commission mane job, wahi mean kiya hai. So from campus to commission 101. Tar mane this webinar is going to be your one-stop solution on how to start preparing for APSC. And how to start is a big deal. Hekane, the first slide that I have put is, why this webinar? Why do we even need a webinar which talks about preparing for APSC? Chahiye hi kyun? Because if we go on YouTube, I mean, YouTube wale jao, thousands and thousands of videos are there. How to start, everybody is saying this, everybody is doing that. But I felt in a very long time, a credible source, somewhere who talks with someone who is with credibility is talking to you on how to start for APSC. Moi problem face korisilu when I was starting my own journey, and there is a lot of fog around APSC. Fog. By fog, I mean information fog. Bahut beleg dhornor kotha koy. Kobo ki APSC normal manuhor nohoy. You need to have a intelligence extraordinaire. Jodi apuni APSC kane bohiba khoise, you need to be of a very high-fi college. Jodi apuni APSC kane bohiba khoise. Kunbai koy you need to start from school. Juneo koy you have start from school. Bahut galat nahi bola hai. But it's not necessary that you have to start from school compulsorily. It's not like that. So bahut fog asile. Even when I started preparing, amar time to itna digital revolution bhi nahi tha. So there were not a lot of resources that I could cater to. So what I felt was a problem is the lack of guidance. The lack of guidance. I actually found it very problematic to navigate through the fog which is around APSC. Very difficult to navigate through. Aru moi to hodai ko APSC is like a marathon across a desert, difficult to pass because there is no footprint. There is no one route to reach the ultimate position. And amar time out, ami footprints sabo porao bahut besi manu nasile. We could not even see a lot through footprints. But what we did, trial and error. We went, we stopped, we went, we stopped. All these things we did. Hekane aji I am standing in a position where I can tell you. Hekane, why this webinar? Why this webinar? So that you know for sure how to start. How to start is not an easy thing. NCERT padlo this. Everyone will talk. But what to do, what not to do, all these things are very difficult to find out. Hekane, let's understand how to start your journey for APSC 101 from campus to commission. Let's move ahead. So first thing that we need to understand what actually APSC is. what actually APSC is. Generally, my beleg seminar APSC is a commission, it's a board which organizes exam, just like SEBA or CBSE, but the level for which the exam is getting conducted is different. Beleg academic purpose APSC professional purpose exam part. Our APSC CC is what we are today holding the seminar for, holds exam for the top most jobs or posts that are available for state government. So of course, there are some related things for this exam. Number 1, which is not wrong, then you have a 0.5% success rate. Better than UPSC. UPSC did 0.1% success rate. Why 0.5%? About 60,000 people have appeared. 60,000 people have appeared, and I say about 309, less than 200 posts. Some about, this is the ratio. This is the ratio. And a ratio, like I always say, imagine yourself running a race with 60,000 other people. Jodi race doribo mon nai, imagine you are in a musical chair game. Musical chair ki game ho rahi hai, and there are about 300 seats and 60,000 people are rotating. The music stop hobo and one of the seats will be up for grabs. So a bostu to nizor murot humai lebo lagibo je APSC tan hoy. Tan to hoy. Impossible no hoy, of course, but tan kiman hoy. This needs to be understood. Jodi enekwa hoy ki we are not ready or we don't know what exactly is the journey that we are going to start. There is a possibility that you might feel je kahan hi ja rahe hain, what is going on, where are we going. Iman tan hobo boli to bhabai nasilo, koai nasile, kunbai to koisile ki okole egita kitab pohile hoi jay. So hebur bostu jate apuni disappointment nizor rastat face nokore, so that you don't feel or you don't give up in the middle of the journey. You should know how tough is the journey. So journey is tough. No, there is no mincing of words. Journey is tough. Of course, it is going to be tough because 0.5% success rate. So remember the two analogies. Either apni 60,000 manhe mili pela race kon dori ase, nohole there is a musical chair going on, 300 seats and 60,000 people are running about it. Okay. Number 2 point. Tough journey, high rewards. Already said. Tough journey tomorrow emphasize korbo nalage. You have already understood it's a tough journey. But also, no pain, no gain. It's not only applicable for gyms, it's applicable everywhere. Jodi apuni nizor sacrifices put in kora nai, then even the universe will not conspire ki apuni nizor ultimate aim to go paige. There is no half seas in APSC or UPSC. UPSC to aru suranto. We'll talk about that in a different webinar. So there is no half seas. Apni adha goe, oh no koru niki, will not do this. There's no space for all that. Aru why? Because it's high rewards. Apnalage dekhi se the kind of rewards that come with the clearing of APSC. Gute stateot at a festival mukhi poribek hoi jay when the APSC results come out. People who have cleared APSC, teolokor ghorat Diwali early aa jati hai. That is the reward for APSC. People look at you differently. You have the power to create positive changes in the society. A different type of aura you carry because that is what the government has entrusted in you. It's a different thing. It's a different journey. It's a different high reward. It's very different from what you are having right now and what people have inside APSC. It's an honest opinion. Of course, I am not telling it's like 100% it has its vices, of course. But the kind of things that are associated with it, it's actually highly rewarding. Bahut highly rewarding hoy. Aru etu to ami bujhi pabo lage je jikono bostu jodi kosto nohoy tetia hole jotno korile rotno pai, jotno koribo lagibo tetia he rotno pabo. Aru APSC clear koratu rotnoe hoy. Alright? Next, jenege moi matro kolu, no scope for ordinary preparation. No scope for ordinary preparation. There is no scope at all. Ei matro olob agote kolu, adha humalu, ei Guwahati jailo, sao no ki hoy, hobe dokhon jai Guwahati, let's go. If you feel like that and if you come and end up in Guwahati, trust me, my dear friend, I do not think APSC is going to be very easy. It's not. It's not at all. Talk to people jone APSC clear korise. তেওঁলোকৰ জমিন আসমান এক কৰি পঢ়াৰ ৰেকৰ্ড আছে of course কোনোবাই ক'ব 4 hours পঢ়িছো 3 hours পঢ়িছো 3 hours তো हो नहीं सकता I don't think they're telling the right thing but হা কোনোবাই যদি 4-5 hours পঢ়িছে I am pretty sure কি তেওঁলোকৰ প্ৰিপাৰেচনৰ জাৰ্নিটো বহুত early start হ'ব হেকানে তেওঁলোকে লাষ্টৰ টাইমত ইমানো বেছি একদম কষ্ট কৰিব লগা হোৱা নাই if you intend কি আপুনি 4-5 hours পঢ়িবলা কটাব then you will have to start early that's very obvious কিন্তু যদি you are starting late then you are deciding to do it and then बोला गुवाहाटी আহিলো ফুৰিলো সাকিলো ক্লাব গলো নাচিলো পাহৰি গলো কহি কোচিং में नाम लगा लिया ये then it's not going to happen for you আৰু লাইফত বহুত ডাঙৰ ৰিগ্ৰেট হ'ব তেতিয়া কি I had the opportunity to change my life and I could not do it because I made a series of wrong decisions and I had a ordinary preparation 0.5% success rate hole it's obvious যে ordinary preparation or scope নাই যে preparation আপোনালোকে কৰিব it has to be of top quality level নিজে কৰক help লওক আপোনাৰ কথা but it has to be of top quality level and hetut কোনো দুই ৰাই নাই চলো what we understood যে APSC is tough it has 0.5% success rate tough journey high rewards and of course no scope of ordinary preparation let's move ahead realities of APSC now we will talk about will burst some bubbles around APSC enega APSC no yat kisuman bhua kothar bubbles ase like you know fiction etu to enukwa hoy etu to enukwa hoy etu to enukwa hoy and fictions are generally given by so many fictions are generally like you know put forward by that kind of people who have either not qualified or who are trying to qualify not qualified তেতিয়ালৈকে তেওঁলোকৰ কথা নুশুনিব যেতিয়ালৈকে তেওঁলোকে ইন্টাৰভিউত নবহে যদি someone who is around you who is your friend or something তেওঁলোকে ইন্টাৰভিউ লকে প্ৰিপেয়াৰ গৈ পাইছে and then they are saying something then okay then it's not a myth it is close to reality but if someone has done a lot of preparation আৰু তেওঁলোকে গৈ পোৱা নাই তেতিয়ালৈকে তেওঁলোকৰ পৰা advice লোৱা is not a great idea honestly not a great idea because the person who is in the journey of qualification is also in the journey তেওঁ গৈ পোৱা নাই to the ultimate aim আৰু জনে নিজে জাৰ্নিত আছে লাইক আই কিপ সে জাৰ্নি মানে across the desert journey হয় যদি জাৰ্নিত আছে তেতিয়া হলে তেওঁলোকেও নিজৰ ৰাস্তা বিচাৰি আছে so a lost traveler cannot show you the way তো হেকাৰণে lost travelers অবা দূৰত জনে অলৰেডি গৈ পাইছে তেওঁলোকৰ লগত কথা পাতিব যদি lost traveler লগত কথা পাতিব তেতিয়া হলে কিছুমান ফিকশন পাব আৰু সেই ফিকশন বোৰ আজি আমি বাৰ্ষ্ট কৰো right like the concept of a perfect strategy etu korim etu korim etu korim etu korim etu korim etu korim there is no perfect strategy you eventually make up your own strategy I was fortunate that my strategy worked in my first attempt I had a strategy I'll do this and my first attempt I could clear I was ranked 9 Assam Land and Revenue Service my first attempt asil straight out of college I was where most of you guys are campus to commission মোৰ journey to campus or পৰা উলাই direct commission তে হুমাইছে মই বেলেগত কত stop কৰা নাই direct JEC campus পৰা উলাইছো APSC commission ত হুমাইছো that was my journey so I was fortunate ki মোৰ strategy to work কৰি গল and my strategy precisely worked because মই তাৰ আগতে এক বছৰ লৈ পেলাই in my final year I could find out my problems acha moi ei subject to turn pao ei subject to moi easy pao I like this I like that mur etu power ase I am very good in answer writing I might not be very good in understanding facts moi prelims ot alop suffer koribo paru so ei bostu tu my whole strategy was figured out by the time moi nijor exam appear korilu in 2018 and a strategy to moi keneke how did I figure out because I started early January 2016 was when I started preparing I was still in college mu last year asile January ekdom I remember sitting making a Venn diagram deciding ki moi APSC UPSC dim that was my thing I started early mo college asilu when I started ekane my strategy worked out jodi apunaloke expectation rakhise je you will do what you will do bachelor's korilu then I'll do masters to hobo mur heri kiba boli koy backup option masters will be my backup option and then I will do something else if you go on thinking like that it will take you a lot of time to actually master your strategy for the exam because to strategize for your exam you need to strategize for your exam only খালি এক্সাম কে লিয়ে স্ট্র্যাটেজাইজ কৰিব লাগিব আপুনি এইটো বেকটেৰিয়া পাৰখিম এইটো দিম find a lot of problems in this. I have got students মোৰ foundation students লগত মই কথা পাতি realize কৰো কি even after before they were doing this they had this thing tattoo dim ADRU dim etu dim hetu dim netu pohim. So this is not advice ki you will make strategy for the 1000 things. Jodi apni 1000 things er kane strategize kore, there is a high probability ki you will never be able to make your own strategy because apni ketiyao hetu oriented kame kora nai. So prothom kotha you will have to start early. Campus mein ho start. I often say this. I went to Delhi in 2016. I was 22 years old. When I went there, I was one of the oldest people who was preparing for UPSC. One of the oldest. Why? Because my side of boy taka manujan 16 years old asile. He was in college. He start preparing already. My side of boy ase. It's not about money. It's not about anything. They have start preparing at home. Ghar mein prepare karo. You start preparing. I felt jetia moi tarpa aisili. Even I was one of the youngest officers in my commission. I was 24 when I cleared. One of the youngest people. But to be honest, I was one of the oldest people who were preparing in Delhi. Remember how advanced they are, how early they are starting. Moi bhabisu moi early start korisu no hoy. Moi okol Ohomor standard early start korisu. Gute dekhor standard moi late start korisu because the rest of the country is starting when they're in campus first year. Moi the last year start korisu. So you have to start early. This is an imperative thing. Upai nai to kori boy lagibo. If you want success, if you want to get inside commission straight out of the campus, start early. Start early, make your strategy, understand what to do. Only then you'll be able to go ahead. Okay? Next, every decision matters. Every decision matters. Every decision matters. Problem is, we don't know whether the decision is right or wrong. Jodi enukwa nohol hoy ki I have straight away decided to do it in my last year and moi APSC ka ba UPSC kane prepare kora arambho korilu eten, things would have been very different. Every step that you take in this journey is extremely important. Every decision, eta decision e apunak 2-3 years back pathai dibo pare. They can send you 2-3 years back. Jodi apuni eta decision bhul kore, if your one decision is wrong, then remember ki koisilu moi 60,000 people are roaming around. Where seats keta ase 300 seats. It's a musical chair. Apuni 1 inch agbahi gol apnar seat to miss hoy gol when the music stops. And 1 inch agbaha mane ki you took the decision ki ag jam piece jam ki korim, you took the decision. So every decision you take matters. Every decision. There is no trial and error. Jodi trial and error kore campus to commission no hobo. Major olap stop pabo. Jodi apuni every decision you take is correct, then only we can expect your strategy is foolproof. So kuno eta decision, no decision in this journey should be taken just like that. Ene loi lolu. O kobat mur fees to finance kori ase, mo tat admission do. Oh, I saw this hoarding somewhere, moi tat loi lolu. No, that is not how you take admissions. You visit the center, you take demo classes, or jodi nije prepare korbo khose, wonderful. You prepare on your own if you want to. But bandwagon opor uthi jabo na lage. What is bandwagon? Bandwagon mane sobe jun pine goi ase, mo hefale goi ase. Because sobe goi poa nai kintu journey to. Everybody has not reached the destination. So every decision that you take should be taken in consideration of your career. Ye tumhari zindagi hai, it's your life. You make it or you not. So this is a life decision. Randomly lua bostu nohoy. Oh, of course, if you're not serious about it, titya belag kotha. Titya hole you can do trial and error. But I am talking from the psychology I was in. Moi jenuka ke bhabislu make it or break it. I thought myself as a Batman without the harness, climbing out of the underground jail. More psychology to enuka asla. I'll make it or I'll not. And I will have to make it because I don't know what will I do if I don't make it. Hetu more psychology asile. Same as what I'm doing in Sandpaper right now. I'll make it. Enukwa. So henekwa jodi ki apnaloke psychology lo aise tete apni resonate kori ahibo moi ki koi aso, because this is actually a life changing career decision. Life changing career decision. Apuni either is par ya us par, ar ya par, moi koi thaku nijo students সকল. Jodi par hobo lage, every decision you take has to be important. Yes, I know it is very difficult to understand whether the decision is right or wrong. আমি এটো কেনেকে ফাইন্ড আউট কৰিম? নিজৰ wisdom use কৰিম. নিজৰ wisdom apna idea I will use. কোনে ডেমো ক্লাস কেনেকুৱা কৰিছে, whatever is happening. যদি আপোনাৰ কোনবা ফ্ৰেন্ডস আছে who have cleared, উনকো পুছো কি কেনেকে স্টার্ট কৰিছিলে, কি কৰিছিলে, but use your wisdom. যদি বেসিক ডিসিশন এটা বনা কৰিবলে নিজৰ wisdom use নকৰে, কালি সার্ভিসত গৈ পেলাই ল এন্ড অর্ডার হলে কি wisdom use কৰিব? So use your wisdom, use your dimag and take the right decision, because remember, one wrong decision and your life has shifted 3-4 years. এইটো বস্তু নিজে রিয়েলাইজ কৰিব লাগিব. Next point, you're sitting with officers for the exam. Amar yat All Assam mock test hol, the first ever in Assam. The first ever All Assam mock test was organized by Sandpaper. Then the whole thing was copied by various other organizations. But it's good to be a disruptor. You know you have won when the prototype has been copied by other centers. But the point is, যেতিয়া All Assam mock test hol, amar yat 4 previous officers came and enrolled. 4 that I know. ঠিক আছে, সব মই চাই থাকা নাছিলো. 4 that I know. There can be more, because এই 4 সকল আমাৰ লগত আগতেও এসোসিয়েট আছিল. So 4 that I know, there can be more. মই গুটেই চাই থাকা নাছিলো. But the point is that there are many people who have not got the cadre of their desire. তবে বেলেগ cadre expect কৰে. কোনবাই tax বিচাৰে, কোনবাই ACS বিচাৰে, কোনবাই APS বিচাৰে. তবে cadre বোৰ বেলেগ হয়. So till the officers have not got their own cadres, they are going to appear for the exam. So imagine 0.5% success rate. Tate 60,000 মাজত 200-300 seat আছে. Tar মাজot 50-60 manu ulabo who have already cracked the game. So you will have to level your level juntu ase apnalokor to up koribole bile up the game, because ami enike lack bohi asu kori sorry, all these things will not happen. Hekane mo koisilo there is no scope of ordinary preparation in APSC. There is no scope of ordinary preparation in APSC, and it's a khatang thing. Okay, so hekane realize the level of contest. Ki every decision matters. You have to know whether a decision is right or wrong. There is no perfect strategy. You will have to eventually make your strategy, and of course realize that you are sitting with other officers and it's going to be tough. These are the realities of APSC that we saw. Abhi chalo, let's move ahead. Now things to do to start. Okay, things to do to start. Things to do, very important, very important things to do. And like I already said, if amongst our audience are people who already APSC prepare korise, because our audience to all of henekwai hoy. I have, like, Sandpaper has been able to cater the more matured audience. If we have beginners, then please continue to watch. Matured audience all of man distracted feel over, you might feel like you already know this, but still if you feel that there are some things that you have missed, you can obviously go ahead. Now, number 1 point is print syllabus, paste on your wall. So APSC is wide. Already go, it's a journey across a marathon without footprints. It's very difficult to cross it. Map to nai, ei junto journey hoy, yate APSC ase, etu eta desert, etu apuni. There is no map. Hane, map kono nai. Etai bostu APSC apunak dise, and hetu hol syllabus. There is only one map type thing that APSC has given you, and it is the syllabus. So syllabus is something which is like a cheat code. Syllabus to apunak APSC dise. Hetu APSC apunar logot communicate kora eta tarika. APSC is telling you, dekho beta, this things I'm asking, please see to it. So APSC juntu syllabus dise, that should be your mukhasto. You should be by-hearting that syllabus. You should be by-hearting that syllabus. By-hearting and hoy, you paste it on your wall. You take a printout, bara lamba heavy ase, dangor syllabus hoy. Prelims or belek ke ase, mains or belek ke ase. So you take a printout of your syllabus and you paste it in front of your wall. Jodi wall or mukhot paste korbo nware, then you paste on your table. Jodi bharaghor tage wallot paste kora allowed nai, tetia hole nijor juntu poha table ase, he poha table to pot paste korlo. That is supremely important. okay পঢ়া টেবলটো ওপৰত পেষ্ট কৰি লব then you will be able to see the syllabus all the time because syllabusত যোনবোৰ কথা লিখা আছে মই already always কও আপোনাৰ লাগিব পাৰে এটো কে লিখছে এটো হিষ্ট্ৰী লিখছে কিবা but amongst the whole syllabus the certain words that APSC has chosen to mention তেওঁলোকে constitution বোলা শব্দটো মেনশন কৰিবলে চুজ কৰিছে বেলেগটো কিবা চুজ কৰিব পাৰিলেহেঁতেন but নহয় they have chosen the word constitution they have chosen the word Assam art and culture they have chosen the word Ahom they have chosen certain words which are appearing on your syllabus অকল হেগিটা শব্দ কিয় চুজ কৰিলে কিবা বেলেগটো শব্দ চুজ কৰিব পাৰিলেহেঁতেন why did they do that because those are important words wo important hai that is important that is APSC's way of communicating to you कि APSC already कोए दिसे कि तेउलुकर perspective और क्या जरूरी है I'm not going to the syllabus का detail इधर but you download it today go to the APSC website there are two websites one the old one the new one the new one में go you find out you google it get download কৰি লওক and you see you observe the syllabus কিছুমান শব্দ mentioned আছে why only those words are mentioned because it is important for APSC those words are important for APSC and that is how APSC is communicating itself to us ami he pohiba jana nai so those words junbur mention ase inside the syllabus those are more important than the rest eto ami bujibo laibo but that doesn't mean ki wo par liya to ho gaya no just that they are about 2-3% more important than the rest of the things but number 1 step A to hoy you print the syllabus and you paste it on your wall next amar eta problem ase kibat APSC je we had a change of pattern okay we had a change of pattern so last 5 years korile it should suffice because ami 10 years jabo nora amar 10 years agor jonto system asile etia hetu system nohoy so if you can find out the previous year question I cannot per se tell you a source ami nije PYQ marathon kori asilu already amar Assamor PYQ history PYQ ami tar hekhini bostu already telegramot aru amar exclusive WhatsApp group ot this way you can join it for free and download the tools but jodi apnalokor kobat beleg source ase YouTube but I think there is a lot of people who have done the PYQs aru PYQ more or less eke hoy jodi answer to thik koise tetia hole PYQ hi dekhna hai aapko you only need to see the question so any YouTube source you can do including us and you can look at the PYQs last 5 years sale hobo not more than that last 5 years sale you will be able to understand the pattern syllabus e apuna ki kole what is important syllabus e kole what is important and PYQ e kobo how is it important mane junbur important bostu syllabus ot koise etu hudibo keneke how APSC is going to ask you the questions or ask you questions about the topics which are mentioned in the syllabus hetu keneke find out koribo that will be able to find out through the PYQs so YouTube source boli koisu you can look at any of the channels I think a lot of channels have already done it we also have done it so hetu sai lole hol and I think you should be able to understand the type of questions that are being asked ki hude keneke thik ase apunak preamble or bishoy hudile kin preamble is important but how keneke hudile preamble or bishoy the preamble or kotha ki era constitution amendment or change ahisile hudise ne what is kun kiba kun thinker e ki kotha koise preamble or hetu hudise what is being asked etu keneke gom pabo that will be understood through the PYQ okay next point etu mur karne personally I am someone who is hesitant to ask for help okay so time and again when I don't know something I ask for help etu mur nature hoy bahut manuhor ko ulta hoy even if they want to take help they hesitate to ask ego issues so we need to keep it aside take all the help you can you need to outsource don't take the load to yourself you have to outsource and outsource doesn't necessarily mean a professional outsourcing jodi apnalage bhabe you can take a professional outsourcing you can take a professional outsourcing aru jodi apnar ghorot bile ba ase jone clear korise mane bhonti ase dada ase bhaiti ase friends ase you can take help of them also but take all the help okole apuni morubhumit dori thakile herai jabo you will be lost and it is very easy to get lost I get call from lost students যোনে টাইম এণ্ড এগেইন কয় কি নলেজ আছে মেন্টৰশ্বিপ নাই নলেজ আছে বুলিও আপুনি ক'ব নোৱাৰে because we will be able to tell you knowledge ase ne nai knowledge ase in how deep that is where mentorship comes in so knowledge ase mentorship nai that is how you get lost in the journey of APSC so don't be a lost candidate take help kabar pora lok help who have cleared akoko who have cleared or at max who have gone till interview jodi apuni nije interviewed goi pela lost hoise then talk to someone who has cleared don't talk to random people don't talk to people who show they have done a lot but actually they have not done because showing and doing two different things people who have not sat in the exam ko nahi samajh mein aayega kya ho raha hai you claim a lot of things but you talk to them and then find out ki how much resonating you are having but take all the help you can all the help put your ego aside nai moi nije kori lobo কিন্তু সহায় লোৱাটো আপত্তি নাই সহায় লোৱাত কি আপত্তি আছে সহায় লৈ লওক I'm not saying professionally সহায় লৈ লওক professionally সহায় ললে very good will be able to take care of you but যদি professionally সহায় ল'ব মন নাই তেতিয়াহলে নিজে সহায়টো ক্ৰিয়েট কৰি লওক কোবাৰ পৰা but take all the help you can okay তাৰ পিছত plan your life around APSC always keep saying it I keep saying it plan your life around APSC plan your life around APSC মানে stop my whole point of this webinar is campus to commission I don't want je apni 2021 ot kobat foundation batch loisile apni 2025 ot clear korise jodi apni 2021 ot foundation batch loi belai 2025 ot clear korise apuni foundation batch to kane clear kora nai you cleared it because of yourself you cleared it because you are smart you cleared it because apuni 2021 or 2025 er majo this 4 years waste hol etor apuni nijor strategize to hone korile strategy to hone korile so our thing is here my thing is ke 21 ot clear korile 22 at max humai jabo lage one attempt you should give I keep on saying this one do or die attempt where your strategy is right you have taken the right decisions you have taken all the help apuni bahut concentratedly etai bostu kane prepare korise which is APSC and your life is planned around it apuni life ji ase aru side ot APSC prepare korise no usse nahi hoga that is not going to happen apni APSC prepare kori ase and then side ot kiba kori ase so the main factor of your life should be APSC at least for 1 year or maybe 2 years jodi ek bochor ba 2 bochor apuni nijor center of concentration to APSC banai loi kya loss hai what is the loss yes let others get married let others have foreign trips let others enjoy but what you are doing you are hustling why no hustle culture Gen Z language you are hustling and hustle koriboi lagbo you have to make APSC the center of your life but june muk agote kotha kwa hunise they will also know that I am not of the opinion that you should waste 10 years here no I am not of the opinion you should waste 5 years here no 21 or foundation like 25 or I am not of the opinion that you should waste 5 I am of the opinion that you give one attempt which is absolutely correct the do or die attempt I keep saying that the do or die attempt or do or die attempt dibole you will have to make APSC the center of your life you will have to skip studies you have to skip trips you have to skip family functions you have to skip your favorite shows moto abhi kya hi bole amar time to ebur iman nasile distraction lucky but itia your phone is all the time in fact ami padhao phone ot abhi kya hi bole you watching us in phone but you need to know when to stop you need to ensure that your life is planned around APSC jodi apnar pohibole ase everything else should be secondary at least for 1 or 2 years at least for 1 or 2 years if 1 or 2 years you plan it in such a way that the most important thing in your life is APSC 2 saal ke baad I am not telling anything else tarpisod you live your life and you prepare but 2 years go on hibernation mode chale jao hibernation mein like take a mobile which doesn't have an internet study in YouTube if you want to look at YouTube you want to look at Harry get and have a look in your kiba in your laptop that is school kori nuhubo not required uninstall WhatsApp if it is required. Uninstall Instagram if it is required. Uninstall everything that distracts you in life. Junbur bostu lage hebure sauk khali. But you will have to prepare for the next 2 years with keeping APSC in the center of your life. And that is extremely important. Hetu ami kimanu blow to soft koribo try nokoru kyo. But this is going to be the truth. Alright? Next, conceptual clarity over rote learning. Etu bostu moi koi bagoloi jao. I think I have said it a million times. Is a moi bohi bonua video bor okol bulke muk dekha pai. All those videos you'll find me saying this once in every video. Rote learning se nahi hoga. Nohoboy apni kiman mukhosto koribo? Kiman mukhosto koribo? Brain hoy kimane mukhosto koribo? It's not possible. Apni life jimanu mukhosto kori nopohok kyo apni exam or dina sob mukhosto rakhibo nuare etu possible nohoy. You will have to emphasize conceptual clarity over rote learning. Jodi apni mukhosto kori goise prelims nikal jayega. Prelims olai jabo. Kintu apni mains or 220% possible moi likhi dibo paru with my left hand. If you are only relying on your rote learning, apni mukhosto koribo nuare, you cannot memorize your way out from mains hoboi nuare. Mains er amna ki hudi ase. Give your ideas about tourism development. Ki mukhosto ko apni? You know this ye aayega. Mains में क्या केस स्टडी आ रहा है? Can you do it मुखस्तो? नहीं. But you can do it when you understand things. You'll be able to analyze things. Analyze करिबो पारिबो, बुझिबो पारिबो. अपनी एटा निजो brain to हेने के develop करिबो तरी with the analytical edge of mind. कि कुछ भी प्रश्न दे, I keep telling this to my students कि you should be in such a position जे कुछ भी दे दो मैं लिख दूंगी. You give me any question X Y Z analytical मैं लिख दूंगी. That obviously kiba bole mon nai poha my memory is not allowing me and you asking me a factual question mon nan aribo paru. But if you are asking me to analyze, you are asking me to give me my solution, you are asking me, you giving me a situation, you are asking me kya pro hai kya con hai, I should be able to write. Only then you are prepared for APSC. And to ketya hobo when you emphasize more on conceptual clarity and less on rote learning. Rasta ulai lok. Amar July batch I keep saying this. Mane students are still resorting to rote learning. I didn't know because I come from a school where rote learning bujoi nasile. I come from KV Khanapara. Mukta rote learning hikwai nasile. Amak okol conceptual le bhukaisile. Then engineering mein chale gaye. Wahan to rote learning tha hi nahi. That you have to understand conceptual. So itya I had got students who tried to memorize the whole newspaper. Guten paper kon mukhosto ko try korise. It's taking her 4 hours. Jese jeta muk kole on one session ki ba enka enka hoise. It scared me. I'm like, you tried to remember the whole newspaper. Is it possible to remember the whole newspaper? It's not. What is your style of studying? Then I had to reverse the whole style of studying. And today she July batch, so this time she'll appear. Bhagwan kare, she'll qualify. But this time she's having exceptional marks in her mock test. This is change of style of reading. Sometimes you are trying to swim in over a tree. You cannot swim over a tree. You'll have to climb it. These are mode to change korbo lagibo. So change from rote learning to conceptual clarity. Of course, olop mukhosto koribo lagibo. Facts olop monot koribo lagibo. Kun kitab kune likhise etu na monot ki abe etu ki bujibole ki dal ase. Hone na. Kun kitab kune likhise, kuntu bostu code ase, mapper cross ki ase, hetu to bujibole map to olop bujibole ase. But there are some very conceptual things, kun sonat ki and all that. Hetu to apnaloke mukhosto koribo lagibo. I'm not saying ki ekdam mukhosto nahi karne se. I'm not saying you that. But keep it 70-30. 70 understand, 30 remember. All right. These were the things to do. Now we will go to things not to do. Things not to do. Things not to do ki ase? Things not to do ase? Don't look for shortcuts. Don't look for shortcuts. I have kept it, I've said it a million times. Million man hoy literally million na hoy. But more pori purana video balagot sai almost sub video te ma koisu. There are ways jo several channels are trying to portray that they have got the shortcut to success. Aisa kuch shortcut doesn't exist. Okay. Jodi shortcuts exist, खुद implement कर लो and clear कर लो. आपका भी तो नहीं हो रहा है. Because shortcut doesn't exist. Shortcut doesn't exist. Hetu aro I can do it for marketing purpose. Ki haan eta kitab pohile mur sob hoi gol. I can make you say that. আমি তো we are so strongly against the concept of booklets that we do not want to give hard copies, but then students ask for, so we gave it because it is good for revision. It is not good for conceptual clarity. Eta kitab pohile mo sob hoi jay eya booklet. That's a lie. It's a big fat lie. Find me toppers who have not studied books. The shortcut se ho jata hai. There is no shortcut to success. There is no shortcut to success. Absolutely no shortcut. So don't go for shortcuts कि ए टू ए आत यात कोइसे जब बुकलेट पोइले हो जाए मैं यही करूंगी. All this that doesn't work. Doesn't work. This is all business. Doesn't work. So please understand. Maybe it's business for me. Maybe it's business for the person who is saying जे बुकलेट पोइले हो जाए. अपना तो लाइफ है. It's your life. I had been in your place before. तो मैं दूर से business सूंघ लेती हूँ. I can get it. But because I'm inside it and you have to use your wisdom, what is he saying? Does it really work? Why all the other UPSC toppers are saying कि किताब पोई से है, and why these people are saying जे बुकलेट पोइले हो जाए? So please emphasize कि कहाँ हो? I have got students in my advanced batch. जिन्हें do इतनी सारी बार, they have got trapped in mains, and every time they clear prelims, every while they clear prelims. होए ऐसे mains are posi से. And when I ask कि किताब पोई से, never studied the standard books. How will you pass if you're not studied the standard books? Because you have been taught that it is a shortcut. Shortcut doesn't exist. Please understand. Shortcut doesn't exist. It is on murat kumailo. And you will have to be ready for the long run. Next point. You should not take sources you cannot revise. It will be revise. So I'm hodai ko etu. More apni Instagram or talk, Telegram or asajuri Telegram or talk. We keep on saying this. One source, multiple revision. This should be the mantra. One source, multiple revision. My last 20 days strategy eta banaisu. Jo tatma koisu stay away from all this. Itia ki hobo? Apnalokor itia to why nai jeta aru olop close jabo 8 June pa. You'll get bombardment of resources. Yahan se aayega, wahan se aayega. All these things will happen. If all these things will happen, then it's going to be very problematic for you because you don't know. Apunar ki hobo jane? Fear of missing out. You'll have a FOMO. Apunar lagibo ki, oh, etu resource aise poi lobo lagisile. Maybe wahan. Apuni ebar pohile things will not stick to your mind. Apuni sake at that time nijoke convince kori lobo. Je, oh, hobo ebar pohilu moi jabo. But no. If you cannot revise, don't take the source. Everyone who has cleared UPSC, अपने किसी भी toppers का उठा, किसी भी topper का उठा के देख लो. They will have limited source, multiple revision. So you have to limit your source. আপুনি এটা দুটা trustworthy source উলাই লওক আৰু সেই trustworthy source to multiple times revise কৰক. One time, twice, thrice. মই বাৰু I will try to say how to revise. This is 101 campus to commission. I need to say everything. So revise juntu kitab ba juntu resource apuni revise koribo pare hetu he resource nijota lobo lagibo. Okay? Number 3 point. Etu moi arambonite golu. Don't take advice from non-credible people. Don't take advice from non-credible people. Non-credible, honestly, jodi kunbai interview loke goise they are credible. Jodi you are yourself a candidate, jone interview loke goi paise but are not able to qualify, then your fellow interview person is not a credible guy. The credible guy is someone who has cleared an officer or a former officer or a mentor who has been a former officer before. Talking about myself. But the point is, don't take advice from non-credible people. Don't take advice from the chacha who has seen an ad and come and told you ki moi bhabise etu bhal hoy yak loi lao niki. Don't take advice from a friend who himself is not giving APSC but teo mane bahut jagah gossip kore. Oh yat etu choli ase jano. Don't take advice from them. Don't take advice from people who are lost themselves in the journey. They will not give you advice also. আমি জানো যদি সিরিয়াস এসপিরেন্ট হয় আর তেও লস্ট হৈ গৈছে জার্নি তেও নিজেও আপোনাক এডভাইস দিবি তেও নিজে নিজৰ সেলফ ডিসকভারিত আছে তেও নিজে বিচাৰি আছে ৰুটটো তো তেও আপোনাক এডভাইস নিদিয়ে যদি বলে নন সিরিয়াস মানুহ হয় এনে ফুটিতে এক্সাম দি আছে আপোনাক এনে ए रब মই কম তো কি কৰিব লাগে প্লিজ run away from that mahol আপোনাৰ দিমাগ গুলা হৈ যাব run away from that mahol serious candidates এনেও বেলেগৰ ফিউচাৰৰ লগত মেচ নকৰে so stay away from non credible people talk to people who are credible preferably people who have qualified preferably people who have qualified I'm not talking about yeah all you need to take akoko don't take enuka nohoy ki amar coaching institute they are credible no talk to your friends like you will always have someone around you june clear korise amar time nasile itia ase and talk to them you can find out but please understand ki apni car par advice le even if your teacher is there giving you advice us teacher ka kya credibility hai has that teacher appeared for APSC if yes why has the teacher not qualified if the teacher has not qualified because the teacher is giving you toppers has the teacher nije topper asile neki jodi teacher nije topper nasile how is he saying ki how to qualify ask questions like that what went wrong in the teacher's strategy then should I listen to that strategy or not ask that question that amak kintu hikaisile eneke question koribo lage boli question that ask that understand whether your source is credible or not only when you are taking directions from credible people তেতিয়া হে আপোনাৰ ৰাস্তাটো ক্লিয়াৰ হ'ব নহলে দেখোন আকৌ মৰুভূমি ধৰাই থাকিব মানুহজনে নিজে ৰাস্তাটো গম নাপায় আপোনাক কি ৰাস্তা দেখাব so when they know the route then only you should be able to take there okay last over stressing about current affairs আৰু এটো কথা মই আৰু কিমান সিওৰি পগলাই গৈছো recently one thing happened যে মোৰ টেষ্ট সিৰিজত মোৰ নিজৰ টেষ্ট সিৰিজত কিবা আমাৰ যোনজন টেষ্ট সিৰিজৰ ষ্টুডেন্ট আছে সেই টেষ্ট সিৰিজৰ ষ্টুডেন্ট এজনে মোক এবাৰ ফোন কৰিলে and then she told ki teo ebar APSC নিদিয়ে then I thought ki why apni to test series loise then hobo lage dibo lage what is the problem but jetia kole je didile then she gave me a very strange answer he told je ma'am APSC to 90% current affairs ahe and I think that I am not prepared तो सर मैं तो सरप्राइज हो गया मैं लाइक आपको किसने बोला कि 90% करंट अफेयर्स है who said you that तार पिছত when I think নহয় मैम सबे কয় 90% करंट अफेयर्स मैं कुछ did you find 90% करंट अफेयर्स in our test series आपको मिला 90% करंट अफेयर्स নহয় मैम এটা তো mix of static and current affairs मैं say exactly when who is telling you the 90% current affairs but নহয় मैम everyone is fussing about current affairs sobe preparation mane current tetia I got to know ki acha people are over stressing about current jodi apuni abhi kya hi bole if you are running by the bandwagon jodi trend mein daudoge eke hobo 21 and 25 it's going to be like that because you are going in the wrong direction current affairs ahe kiman examot current affairs amar examot ahe kiman paper hoy 100 questions no 100 questions that about 30% assam ahe hoy ne aru assamot both current affairs ho ahe and static ho ahe okay and 70% ahe beleg aru 70% not there will be a mix of current affairs and static junto amar beleg hoy that about 10% current affairs ahe aru baki 90% ahe static that is how it is hekane bahut manuhe current affairs nuhua keu prelims clear kore working professionals hokole strictly newspaper ba newspaper analysis whatever pohibole keteba time ne pabo pare but last minute they are taking up a magazine and it's working for them apuna current affairs mostly aiba almost 30% so your preparation time oru 30% hai should be dedicated to current affairs 30% should be dedicated to current affairs apni current affairs all current affairs poi jaokson jodi pass kore no static only current affairs 90% current affairs is the hawa in the air na jao aap dekho if you can clear you cannot clear this exam without static aru manue like I have seen students who are making their whole APSC preparation about current affairs yahi padhenge newspaper analysis padhenge newspaper analysis ma daily poisu So my preparation is A1. My preparation is going on. No, my dear friend, your preparation is going backwards because आप 40 मिनट खर्च कर रहे हो. And APSC करना है, you need Assam Tribune, you need Sentinel. आपने जुनकिटा न्यूज जुनकिटा एनालिसिस চাই আছে সাউথ সোর্স কিটা কি যদি too much Hindu and too much Indian Express হৈ আছে, do you really need too much Hindu, too much Indian Express? Yes, যদি আপনি UPSC কাৰণে প্ৰিপেয়াৰ কৰিছে, you will need that. Look at the source of the news जो पढ़ रहे हो, क्या है? Is it not? It's not there in Assam Tribune. Then why am I studying it? So you have to open your eyes. Open your eyes. Daily 50-60 minutes you are spending on this. 50-60 minutes static पढ़ लो. Static, study your static. When if you not study static नहीं होगा. Current affairs तो फिर भी हम करा लेंगे. I'll tell you how to do it. But if you over stress on current affairs, प्रथम to हमारे जने के टेस्ट सीरीज स्टूडेंट करा की एग्जाम ही नहीं दिले, वो हो सकता है. नहीं तो you will be going forward with a wrong strategy. कि मैं तो सब current affairs पढ़ लिसु, I have done it all, static पढ़ा नहीं but I'll handle it. No, you are there for a root shock. नहीं कर पाओगे. So hence you should be able to see it properly कि क्या हो रहा है. Alright? You should be able to see it properly. Do not overstress your current affairs. Do not. नेलागे इमान current affairs. Last तक पढ़ी लो मम्मी current affairs. Static तो अपनी महारत हासिल करो. Take control of your static. Static बिना न होबो. Leave your newspaper analysis. Hey, 50-60 minutes अपने static पढ़ो. Take up a standard book. Study that. যদি আপনি স্ট্যাটিক পড়লো একে 500-6 বছর না লাগে বিকজ আমি 500 বছরের पंचवर्षीय योजना बनाबो আমি নোয়ারু इतना टाइम नहीं है हमारे पास world is moving fast I need to get inside the commission make your strategy well understand what's going right understand what's going wrong don't over stress on current affairs okay next pattern of the exam etu মই কি কম আপোনালোকে জানিবই সকে but যদি beginners হয় I will again say how is the beginners আমার যোনটো প্রিলিমিনারি এক্সাম হয় that is MCQ in nature হয় না that is MCQ in nature যোনটো আমরা মেইনস এক্সাম হয় that is subjective লিখিছুৱে and যোনটো পার্সোনালিটি টেস্ট হয় उसमें इंटरव्यू आता है preliminary test is the elimination exam হয় না it is the elimination test আপোনালোকে অলরেডি এটো জানে যদি 60000 মানুহে appear কৰিছে then like you know a little less than 10000 will কিবা qualify to the mains round and mains or 1:3 ratio mein people will go to the interviews I think you know that already now we'll move for the planning of 2026 ka kya plan karenge because like I said the whole thing of this is campus to commission and campus to commission especially beginners or kane jodi moi June eta May 2025 or jodi moi beginners okane webinar rakhisu tar mane I am specifically talking to students who have just graduated just completed their masters or who have not ever appeared for APSC ever or is it some other kind of job now are trying to switch or be new mothers they want to get back to the job so all these things 2026 should appear koribo abhi how is it going to happen it is June 2025 right June 2025 so June or December loke we are going to have a combined strategy for prelims and mains a two prelims and mains or combined strategy mein ami ki bujo agot sam but June para December June July August September October November December apunar 7 মাহ আছে 7 months you have and in the 7 months you should have a prelims plus mains approach अपनी prelims plus main approach अपना होबो लगे तार माने कि अपनी आंसर राइटिंग प्रैक्टिस কৰিছে अपनी MCQ प्रैक्टिस কৰিছে अपनी किताबবোৰ factually পঢ়িছে अपनी conceptually পঢ়িছে analytically পঢ়িছে you have done everything अपनी सब চাইছে what is that from June 2025 to December 2025 it should be 7 months for prelims and mains combined तार पिছত আহিলে December লাগছে या January হ'ব লাগিছিল but जो भी हो December or May loke May 2026 I'm assuming je May 2026 or the next prelims hobo I'm assuming that so junto ami koisu je December or May 2026 or majot junkhini time hobo prepare only for your prelim এটো সাকে আপোনালোকে এতিয়ালৈকে গমেই পাইছে বাট ইট ইজ এডভাইসড যে আপুনি ডিসেম্বৰৰ পিছত মেইনছৰ কাৰণে ইমান প্ৰিপাৰেচন নকৰিব বাট अगेन দিস ইজ অনলি ফৰ বিগিনাৰ্স যদি ইউ আৰ আ ক্যান্ডিডেট who have given multiple exams prelims clear হৈ আছে বাৰে বাৰে but মেইনছৰ আপুনি পছি গৈ আছে তেতিয়া হলে আপুনি ডিসেম্বৰৰ পৰা ধৰক ফেব্ৰুৱাৰী 2026 লকে you can continue with your prelims plus mains preparation and February পৰা May loke you will only have to concentrate on your prelims क्योंकि अगर mains बोले बहुत hero হৈ গলো but prelims এ নুলা no point so যোনটো আমাৰ preparation or হেৰি হয় June 25 ৰ পৰা December 25 লকে prelims plus mains approach এটো মই shorts বনাইছো and I think that has reached about 10k or 12k people also and funny enough that মই কৈছিলো কি let us assume যে June 25 ত exam হ'ব and that video was made in 2023 June 25 ত exam হৈছেও হেতু হেদনাখন মই গম পালো but June 25 পৰা December 25 লকে you are supposed to concentrate on prelims and mains December পৰা May লকে you are only about to concentrate on prelims and May পৰা October লকে October আমি assume কৰিছো যে mains হ'ব যে October May পৰা October লকে you are only concentrating on your So all the time you don't have to do prelims plus mains approach. Yes, prelims plus mains approach is important, but all the time you don't need to do prelims plus mains. Kisman time out apuni prelims of basic emphasis dibo lagibo. Kisman time out apuni mains of basic emphasis dibo lagibo and kisman time out you will have to give emphasis equally to all. And this is exactly how our foundation course runs. We have a course of about 8 months. 8 months we have prelims plus mains approach. And tar majote mains approach mane ami any mains bole boite naku we have a proper mains answer writing class students sit with me I take the class rati teoloke online bohe we have a stipulated class dedicated to answer writing ami apnake check kore I give it to content writer we don't behave like that students sit with me they get scolded gali khai deke likhile I say them badly they write it again and now I can make it out in November pune join korise or May pune join That is how the difference comes in answer writing, whatever. But this is exactly how the foundation course runs in Sandpaper. So prelims plus mains, only prelims and mains, alright? Next, subjects. So subjects can be divided into two parts. Moi often koe sake core subject, apnalake koise sake, hunise sake moi multiple times kwa. Subjects can be divided into two parts. One is a core subject and one is a non-core subject. Core subject are the one jot maximum amount of static आता है from where maximum static comes. Core पर है maximum static, economy, polity, geography, history और Assam. I think we already know about it. आरु अपना लोग को teaching हो जेतिया होय, it is economy, polity, geography, history, Assam. It works like that. Okay. So there are 5 core subjects in our static part. 5 core subjects. Okay. Our 5 core subject on apni dhora 5 months maner bhitorot you should be able to complete all the standard books. Mo standard book or ekhon eta video ase I'll link it down below. That koi thakile bahut lamba hoy will get bored. But there are some standard books that need to be read so that you are completely in control of your core subjects. Our core subjects mein current affairs nahi aata hai. Current affairs subsidiary the. So core subject on economy, polity, geography, history, Assam, you need to have complete control over all the 5 things. And hetu apni dhorok more or less 5-6 months or you should be able to complete. 7 mahine le lo, but you should be able to complete. Tar pisar ahile the non-core subject. The non-core subjects which have more emphasis in your mains. Okay? It is prelims plus mains. Isme dono hi aayega. Etu hoy only prelims. Oh sorry, only mains. Ha, only mains. So only mains are ethics, governance, international relation, internal security, etc. So there are many other things, disaster management, so a lot of other things there fall in the non-core subject. So non-core subjects can be taken care. It is advised je jonto ethics part ase you take it before your prelims part. Nahole pisoto lobo pare eko kotha nai if you have a good teacher. Kintu jodi nije for the first time pohibo bisarise then it's not advised ki apni mains or pisot start koro. Mains or pisot it becomes very difficult. Kintu jodi mains or pisot you want to start ethics then you should get a good teacher because nije pohi pelai ethics phala to bahut difficult kotha. But whatever je apni economy, polity, geography, history karne 5 to 6 months standard book ot kotale and then baki khini apuni correspondingly plan korile. And when it comes to current affairs, you take up current affairs after January 2026. January pura May loke jetia ami only prelims pohim. When we study only prelims, only then you are supposed to take current affairs. Yat je ami pohisu, yat je ami salu, idhar you are supposed to study current affairs. Study current affairs. Ho jayega. Take a good source, take a monthly magazine. Etu moi aru eta bostu yate add e kori diu. Idhar mein let me add it. Current affairs mein, I think I have said it a million times before also. Jodi you are appearing in 2026, then there is no point of reading a newspaper. It is timeline. You will have to plan accordingly. Jeneke ami kolu. And January 2026 or pora, you take hold of some class if you want to, or take hold of a monthly magazine. Take hold of a monthly magazine which is specialized for APSC. Monthly magazines which are specialized for APSC. आप बहुत बड़ी-बड़ी बातें पढ़ लोगे हिंदू में, नहीं आएगा. You need to make it a balance between Assam Tribune, Sentinel, Hindu, and Indian Express. Particularly Hindu, from Indian Express all basic. But you need to make a balance of it. अपनी बहुत डांगों दिग्गज पोस्टों पढ़ने ले, but that's not our concern. Our concern is what Assam. So Assam Tribune पढ़ना पड़ेगा. You need to study Assam Tribune. So last एनुका था monthly magazine उठाई लो, who takes care of us monthly magazine, sorry Assam Tribune, who takes care of Sentinel, who takes care of the national news in moderation. Overdose no hoy, in moderation. He is preparing for APSC. This is APSC 101. UPSC hole there is a different way to study it, but APSC 101 hoy. So Hindu apni bahut dangor bostu pohilole might not be asked. Moi to vidwan hobo karone poha nai no, moi exam crack korbo karone pohisu. Going to be a vidwan, then go for all the things possible. Jodi exam clear officer banna hai, then you will have to find out what to study, what not. So etia take hold of a monthly magazine. Apnar sat 6 माह ase, monthly magazine barely 80-90 pages hoy, amar to 80-90 pages hoy. So you take hold of a magazine, 2 दिन में you will be able to finish the monthly magazine. Eta mahor, of course, gote mahor to no go. Gote mah 6 months में you will be aram se completing the whole monthly magazine. And monthly magazine to reliable monthly magazine log. In a random monthly magazine lole to of course difficult hobo. Reliable monthly magazine log last 6 माह pohak, because static is the king. Static is the king. Static king hoye upay nai. So you know that, okay? Into jodi apnalage 2027 or kane prepare kori ase, then not next year, you are going to give it next to next year. Then study newspaper. Assam Tribune pohak. Jodi UPSC diye tetia hole Indian Express ba Hindu pohak. Sentinel no pohak de. Sentinel bahut beshi heri nai, but pohak. And apnalokor ei bostu to help koribo karone ki what to study in Assam Tribune, what to study in Sentinel. Sandpaper-Academy every day apnalokor junto amar Telegram channel ase, tad amar what to read boli eta bostu ahe. It's getting quite popular. What to read boli eta bostu ahe. He what to read tut mane ami apnalokor heading bu di diu. Kuntu page ot ase. Assam Tribune edited. It's not my original idea. I have taken it up from a very famous UPSC, but I have customized it to the requirements of APSC. So they do it for UPSC and I am doing it for APSC. So what it is done by Gandip himself. So what Gandip does, he takes every day, he very careful, because he is a former civil servant himself, Gandip. So उनका दिमाग वैसे ही घूमता है जैसे former officer, current officers का घूमता है, people have cleared वैसे ही घूमता है. So what he does every day, he picks out the topics which are important. अपने लोग के Telegram channel join करिले देखाई पाबो. You can join it for free. And तार अपनी देखा पाबो कि topic पढ़िबो लगे, so that अपने गुटे खन newspaper पढ़िबो ना लगे. You don't have to study the whole newspaper. Topic दिया थाके, study that, barely 30 minutes, you are done. Kintu please avoid newspaper analysis. Avoid newspaper analysis. Why I will tell you. Avoid newspaper analysis. Jodi belege analysis koribo hoy, then how am I going to analyze things myself? Because main sort to go apuni analyze koribo lagibo ane apni monot rakhibo amuk analysis or eneke question. You need to develop your brain. Brain develop hobo jetia apuni brain use koribo. যদি আপুনি ব্ৰেইনক কাৰেন্ট এফেয়াৰ্স মুখস্থ মাৰাত ইউজ কৰে এনালাইসিস কেনেকৈ কৰিব মেইনছত কি লিখিব এন্ড মেইনছ যোৱা বছৰ মেইনছ ফেন্টাস্টিক মেইনছ আহিছে তাৰ আগৰ বছৰ মেইনছ ফেন্টাস্টিক মেইনছ আহিছে লাভলি the kind of questions they have asked is exactly the kind of questions that should be asked in APSC which makes you rattle your mind which makes you use your mind क्योंकि दिमाग तो यूज करना ही पड़ेगा and যদি you are dependent on যে দিমাগ to use বেলেগে কৰি দিব মই নোটস লম and I will মুখস্থ then it's going to be very problematic for you you have to avoid other people's analysis make your own analysis use your mind use your dimag newspaper পঢ়ক যদি আপনি 27 ত দিব যদি 26 ত দিয়ে newspaper পঢ়িবলৈ টাইম নাই এতিয়া তো বহুত দেৰি হৈ চুকা है you start preparing statics and then last ke 6 months you take hold of a good monthly magazine and you can start preparing for your current affairs that is how it should be ठीक है hello what I was saying हम पीछे थे ना it was in the last yeah done at us talking about core and non-core subjects now last I have a very big announcement agar eta bottu koi so before you go for the standard books etu sake apnaloke huni sei je we need to study the NCERTs but there are 43 NCERTs aru sob pohibo kane apnar osor 1 month thake okay so NCERTs apni keneke pohibo I thought I made it but slightly apparently at now I have not seen it so NCERTs book keneke pohibo NCERTs you divide it into two parts class 6 or per 10 loke aru 11th or pra 12th loke you divide it into two parts jodi you have studied NCERT before apuni jodi NCERT pohise agote come from a CBSE school tetia hole you can avoid 6 to 10 nelage 6 to 10 because apnaloke pohise 6 to 10 iman mane anjan nohoy apni pattern to pa you can straight away start from 11 to 12 four subjects or junbo NCERT is you can study next see jodi apuni you have never touched NCERT apni CBSE pa nai kora belong you have never touched NCERT apnar books bo olop different hoy then it is advised you start from 6 to 10 as well you start from 6 to 10 and 11 to 12 junto hoy gute khini apuni pohibo lage like I said already moi eta link logai dim baru ki jodi heri nohoy compendium pai basically like different organizations or compendium pai I personally like the Tata McGraw-Hill one so apni he Tata McGraw-Hillor ba belegoru ase but I like that hekane moi hetu prefer koru so tar junto compendium ase NCERT hetu apni loi lobo pare they have concised the whole 43 written by officers Nimesh Pradhan sir hote likhise so apnaloke etu kiba NCERT khini gute 43 khini etu compendium pohilele hoi jay or Sandpaper has a big announcement for everyone kya announcement yes Sandpaper is bringing a free course for everyone Sandpaper is bringing what a pre-foundation course what is pre-foundation kya cheez hai junbor bostu ami moi already apnalokok kolu I will teach that to you in private there will be proper classes apnalokor daily eta class ba daily duta class hobo and I will take personal monitoring so that you have your basics ready before you start preparing for APSC because before you start jodi apuni sidha direction ot khoj ne pelai last or lage joa to difficult so what we are going to do in Sandpaper me and my team we are going to take care of you in a free pre-foundation course what is going to happen in pre-foundation course eto course join korile apnaloke gom pabo it is a 15 days course starts from 26th Monday pa start hobo okay Monday pa start hobo you can come offline to our center or you can join it online like 90% of my students are online but I encourage people to come offline aa jao offline better hai so online and offline mode both of it is available point is we want you to master your basics because before you start your actual journey because actual journey jodi apni first step to jodi apni correct put nokore then agot goi play it's going to be difficult for you So pre-foundation course is for the first time that I don't think if it is even available nationally. I don't know. I don't think it is nationally available. And this is the second time we are doing it. We had the beginners course last year as well. So we are going to launch a pre-foundation course absolutely free for beginners. Jodi apni agore APSC dice and all that, then jodi jaga na thake, then I think you will be the first one to be removed. But jodi you are a beginner, you are a new mom, you are a working professional who are trying to switch jobs, you are a student from college, you are a student from school, you are studying masters, you are someone who is a research scholar, jone beleg job kori ase, or who is preparing for some other exam but now you want to prepare for civil services. Welcome. Welcome to the pre-foundation course of Sandpaper, and it is absolutely free. It's absolutely free because jodi direction to first step thik nohoy, then agor journey to thik nohoboy. It's a guarantee. So we are going to take care of your basics. We are going to take care of your basics for 15 days. It is going to be a free course, online and offline mode. And Ajir Pura registration start hi hai. You can give a call to 7086013039, or you can give a call to 76380 32775. To 5 to 30 go 32775. You can give a call, or you can scan the QR. Moi eneo poster to Telegram or dime etia. And like you know, we don't joke when we say we are exclusive. Ami quality upor believe koru. We don't believe in quantity. I feel je jaku whoever is in my mentorship should be getting 200% of whatever is in my mind. So there is a possibility ebar ami bond kori dilo all asam mock test second time ami bond koribo laga hol, because we can't mane amar quality to maintain korbo karone we will have to keep it very controlled. So same goes for here. Jodi bahut beshi lora choli hoi jay, we will stop the admission. So I think you should grab it at the first instance, because if you are someone who actually is serious about your life, who is actually serious about APSC, who actually wants to step out of your campus straight away into commission, then I think this is the right way. 15 din hamare saath be with us. We'll teach you how to move ahead. And how will it help you? After 15 days apni nijor caliber to gom pabo. You can then decide whether you want to take professional help or you want to go in your own way. Jodi apni bhabe ki you can do it on yourself, welcome, very good. আমি আপোনাক ইনিশিয়াল এক্সেলারেশনটো দি দিছো, বাকিখিনি আপোনাৰ ৰাস্তা আপুনি নিজে চাই ল'ব পাৰে, যদি চাই লওক ভেৰি গুড. বাট ইফ ইউ থিংক যে ওকে আই থিংক আইল নিড হেল্প, welcome, because we are here for you. So pre-foundation course for the first time in the whole northeast. National का मैं नहीं बोल सकती उतना strong, but before it this also get copied, because all our ideas have got copied. Our mentorship whole format has got copied. Our all as a mock test has got copied. Our memes have gotten copied. This is how you know the Sandpaper is original, because people are copying it. But I always keep saying Adibas cannot be Adidas. So wear Adidas, not Adibas, and stay with the people who have found the idea. Because তেওঁলোকে হে root to জানে, কপি কৰা বিলাকে তো ভিতৰবোৰ নাজানে ন কি হ'ল, তেওঁলোকে ওপৰৰ পৰা হে কপি কৰিছে. So when you know a place is doing good when all its ideas are getting copied, maybe pre-foundation ও কালি copy হৈ যাব পাৰে, pre-foundation ও copy হৈ যায়गा, but the spirit of pre-foundation के अंदर क्या होता है, copy will not know, we will know, because this is our original idea. So enroll today, and I think it will be for the best benefit of you guys. Okay, chalo then, I think this is it. There is no very good webinar. Thank you. 70% 90% of key ase hetu all 120 plus PDF to sai lobo, you'll be able to get that. Okay, chalo then, thank you. I will see you again in the next video.